Hello, you guys. How are you? Welcome back to our channel, to the Learn to Blog Hangouts YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, I am Crystal, and I blog at crystalandcomp.com. And that, am I pointing correctly? No. That, is that right? I'm so backwards. Is my business partner and favorite brainstorming buddy, Kelli Miller, who blogs at threeboysandadog.com.
Hi guys, so funny you said favorite brainstorming buddy. We were literally just brainstorming right before we went live on this video. Anyway, together we are blogging mentors helping creators just like you turn your passion into a thriving platform. And today we're tackling a big question that a lot of you have asked us lately.
Yes, so it's a good one. We're talking about email newsletters. Are they still worth your time, or are email newsletters dead?
Yeah, I know that sounds intense, right? All of these, this whole series is like, is it dead? Is it dead?
It's like a 2020 episode, Dateline. Are email newsletters dead? Tonight, we're going to talk about it.
Right? Stick with us. If you've been wondering whether email is still an effective way to connect with your audience, especially after all of the changes, right? Yahoo changed and MSN changed their email. iPhones changed how they show their email. Gmail put a nice little unsubscribe button on every single, right at the very tip top of every single email that you're getting, right? Change after change after change. ConvertKit rebranded, have an identity crisis, right? All of these things. So you're wondering, is it still an effective way to connect with our audience, or is it dead because of all of this? Especially in a world of social media, right? Yeah. This video is for you.
This video is for you. So we're breaking down exactly why email marketing is still one of the most powerful tools for bloggers, and how you can build your email list full of people that will actually open the email to see what you're sharing with them.
And of course, in true Crystal and Kelli fashion, we've got an aha moment for you in today's training that just might change the way you think about email marketing forever. Forever. Does that sound good?
Change it. Yep.
So, for starters, why are we even talking about this? Like, why do people even think that email newsletters might be dead? I feel like I touched on this a little bit.
Kelli, why are we doing this? What is happening?
What's the point of this?
What is happening here?
Because TubeBuddy said we needed to create it. No, I'm just kidding. We did not look at TubeBuddy to decide to make this, because you guys seriously have been asking this. Is it worth your time? Right? But
so that's a really good question. All right. Honestly, I think a lot of the doubt comes from how much attention social media gets these days. And everyone is chasing the next thing. They're chasing the fact that their friend has a great Instagram, so they're going to chase that. They're chasing the viral stuff that's going on TikTok, so they're going to chase that. They're chasing Pinterest because they have another friend that gets all of their traffic from Pinterest. And when we do that, it's so easy to forget about email, and it's out of sight, out of mind, right? Or you've been blogging for so long and you've never mastered email, and you feel foolish about it. You feel behind. And so you just keep tucking it and sweeping it under the rug because you don't want to mess with it. But
we're going to
help you through this.
What most people don't realize is that while social media might get more buzz, email is actually one of the only platforms that you own.
Yep. So on social media, your content is at the mercy of algorithms. Okay. Your posts are reaching thousands of people, and then what? Crickets. But with your email, you're directly in your subscribers box. There's no middleman. Okay. Some people say there's no algorithm. You're still impacted by things like when MSN makes changes, or Microsoft makes changes, or ConvertKit makes changes. Okay.
Right. We don't own the web.
Right.
We only own our email list.
Right. You own those people. Well, you own the email addresses.
No, we don't own people.
You have more control here than in any of those other places. I think that's really what we should be saying. Okay.
Right. And that's huge. You just can't underestimate the importance of having a direct line to your audience, especially in a world where platforms change overnight. Overnight, I mean, not even overnight. I've been in Facebook, literally been in Facebook, hit the little blue F to get back to my home screen, and it looks completely different than it did 5 minutes ago.
Right. Right? Exactly.
What
Or
just happened?
Facebook makes a big change and now for 2 days nobody has access to their Facebook stuff. That's happened before. Don't even act like it hasn't. We know it has, okay? So, the question remains, is email marketing dead? Not at all. If anything, it's more essential now than it's ever been, and it is literally what Kelli and I have worked to build the backbone of our blogging businesses on, okay?
So if it's not dead, what makes it so powerful?
Right.
Why should bloggers prioritize it over, or at least alongside, other platforms?
So, it's actually a great question. First of all, email is personal. When someone gives you permission to show up in their inbox, it's like getting their phone number, okay? It's way more intimate than a social media follow. It's like being invited into their home, and instead of just waving from the sidewalk, you're inside. Come on in, have a cup of coffee with me, have a glass of sweet tea, okay?
Another big reason, ROI. Email marketing still has one of the highest returns on investment of any other channel. For every dollar you spend in email, my dad is going in and out his front door. He does it every day at this time. I don't know what he's doing. I've muted my phone, but my wiretap is still telling me. So for every dollar you spend, you're likely to see a much bigger return compared to social media ads or other traffic strategies.
And here's my favorite reason, control. With email, you decide what gets seen and when. I decide today. Well, I decided 2 weeks ago what was going to go out in my emails today. Okay. There's no algorithm hiding my content or deciding which follower gets to open the message. If someone's on my list and our list is clean and it's tidy and it follows all the things that we tell you to do, your content's going to be seen. Okay.
Yes. Plus, email's timeless.
It is.
Trends come and go, but people have been checking their inboxes for decades.
Right.
Seriously, decades.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not changing anytime soon.
So true. Okay. But we don't want to sugarcoat this. If email is so great, why do so many bloggers feel like it's not working for them or feel like they don't know how to break the code?
One word, strategy.
Yep.
A lot of bloggers treat email as an afterthought or as a tactic. They don't create a list, or they do create a list, but they don't nurture it.
Right.
Or they send sporadic, sales-heavy emails only.
Right.
And those don't add value for their readers. So their readers stop opening and start saying spam, 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 or unsubscribe, right?
Right.
Or filter to a different folder so I never see it.
In our consulting program, we teach you how to create a list of clickers, and you're not going to do that when you're only trying to sell to them. And you're not going to do that when you only email them once a month. When somebody tells us, oh, I email maybe 2 or 3 times a month, we're like, no, come to us. We can fix it. Like, we can fix this right now for you. Seriously. Email can change your entire business game. So if you're not consistent, you're only popping in people's inboxes every now and then, or when it's convenient,
or when you need something like sales.
Guess what? They're going to ignore you. Or even worse, they're going to unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Because you need to be solving their problem in email just like you're solving their problem in content. Okay?
Right. And then there's the whole mindset issue. Some bloggers convince themselves that people don't read emails anymore. Right. But here's the truth. If your emails are relevant, interesting, and valuable,
right,
people will read them.
And that brings us to
our aha moment. So here's today's big takeaway. Email newsletters aren't just still relevant. They are essential.
Yep.
Why? Because they're one of the few platforms that you fully own. That's it.
Control on a lot of levels. So she's right. It is so true. Social media might be flashy. It might be the place where some of your friends are getting great traction, but in the long run, you can't rely on it. Algorithms change, platforms disappear. Hello, Periscope. Hello, Stumble Upon. Hello, like things come and go, but your email list, it's yours. It's your most reliable. Yeah. It's your most reliable asset as a blogger. Okay.
Yeah. And here's another key point. Email isn't about replacing social media or other traffic gaining strategies. It's about using it as the backbone of your communication so that you are never 100% dependent on somebody else's platform.
That's right. So when you think about your email as your safety net and your most valuable connection to your audience, you're going to start seeing why it's so powerful. Okay. It's like the unsung hero of blogging. And the truth is, we can tell you all of this. Your stats are going to prove it to you. Your stats within your ESP and your stats within your blog analytics are going to tell you, wow, they were right. Email works. Okay.
So, how do we actually make email work for us? Well, here are our top tips for building and nurturing a killer email list.
Yep.
Tip number one.
Create a super valuable free opt-in. Think about what your audience needs and give them something irresistible. It could be a checklist, it could be a guide, it could be a resource. It needs to solve a problem for them. It needs to bring value to their life. You're showing them that you're a guru and you're solving a problem for them. Okay. Number two,
set expectations from day one. When someone joins your list, tell them exactly what they're going to get from you, how often you're going to email, what kind of content you're going to share, and how they'll benefit from sticking around to your list.
Number three, nurture this community consistently. Nurture this list. Even if you don't have products to sell, I want you to remember email is not just about selling products. It should be a piece, a tiny piece. Stay in touch with your people, share updates, share helpful resources, share your content, right? Behind the scenes stories that build trust and keep your audience engaged. Tip number four,
focus on quality. Quality. Not necessarily quantity. That was hard to say.
Just quantity, I would say.
Yeah, a smaller engaged list is way more valuable than a massive list full of people who are not paying attention to you.
Mm-hmm. Tip number five, write your emails like you're talking to a friend. Use their name. Ask them questions. You can even invite replies if you're okay with getting replies. Okay. It's those little touches. The point is you want them to know you're a real person. When somebody messages me and says, hey, I noticed this on the printable and I don't understand how to use it, or I noticed this typo or whatever, and they get a response from me, they're like, okay, they know I'm real. They know I'm paying attention. They know that I'm talking to them and I'm talking back to them when they communicate with me as well. Okay. So
yeah, I want to say something to that. You know, if you've ever followed like some big famous person anywhere, right? And they followed you back, or they liked something that you posted, or a comment that you shared, there's that fangirl a little bit. Right? I mean, come on. As bloggers, we know it probably wasn't them. It was their staff or their whatever, but their PR agency. But still, you get that. It's the same thing. Your readers think that you're famous. They think that you're somebody important. So when you can take a moment to just say, hey, girl, I see you. I am real. It makes them feel you've made their day. You've changed something for them. They feel important. Okay.
You know, that reminds me of something. So maybe you guys know this or maybe you don't. I am a huge John Mayer fan. I love John Mayer. He's never followed me on social, but there is someone here in San Antonio that has a huge Instagram where she lip reads for people. And before all of this lip reading stuff became a big buzz, she was pretty big here in San Antonio. And John Mayer follows her. And it made me feel like, oh my goodness, somebody, you know what I mean? Like somebody local here that's big. And now she's gotten bigger. You know, like I've seen Entertainment Weekly mention her stuff now. But even before that, it was just like, oh my goodness, people, it's that it kind of solidifies or gives that extra level of, wow, she really is big for somebody that I love, for somebody that I fangirl over, for them to follow her. It confirmed. It was confirmation. All right. So
don't forget, like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so that you never miss our best tips for growing your blog and your business.
Yes. So I was going to say, we want to hear from you. Are you currently using email newsletters as part of your blogging strategy? Okay. I would love to know, how much are you emailing? Leave us a comment. Are you emailing? Is this something that you've put off? Is this something that, that you know you need to get a handle on? You haven't started? Like, where are you? Leave us a comment. We want to hear where you're at with that and how we can help you with it. Okay. So thanks for hanging out with us today. Remember, email marketing isn't dead. It's just waiting on you. It's waiting on you to see its full potential. Okay. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Bye.
Bye.